What's good, everyone? It's your boy Reese, and today I want to talk to you about using that pain and that darkness to actually achieve your goals. So, growing up, I was a single child, or I am a only child raised by a single mom. And Chicago, which is unforgiving, you know what I'm saying? It's a rough town for a black kid to be out there on their own, especially without a father. And when I grew up and actually understood the impacts of not having a father and, that burden to put on my mom, I actually, resented my father a lot. My mom got breast cancer the first time at 15, and she did really well with it. Like, she just battled it, went through chemo, and I didn't see much effects besides obviously, her losing her hair and just being tired. But when I grew older, she told me, she was very depressed, and what motivated her was me. She had to stay alive for me. So fast forward my life a few years, I joined the military, and I started a family. And one of the reasons why I started the family is because I wanted to prove to everyone how to raise a family the right way, and how to be the father that I never had and that I wished I had. And you grow up and you don't know what you don't know. So I didn't know how hard it was. I never had an example, so I had a lot of turbulence, and I put my family through a lot. But what got me through it was actually that pain of what I felt growing up, and that put pressure on me to be the man that I know I needed to be. And also I took that darkness too, and that pain, and use it as fuel to actually have me achieve goals. A lot of people are dealing with a lot of pain and a lot of darkness, and it's letting them deteriorate them versus using it to achieve goals. That pain you can use for energy. And I even went through some situations at work. Being in the military at 18, that's all I knew. And in the military, it's different from a 9-to-5 job. The people you work with, you're really close with, and they ask a lot from you. So, you don't clock in and clock out. So when you get into situations, or you get in trouble, or you have conflict, it hits you different. And, that was around the same time I lost my mom. So that being compounded with stuff at work, and then losing, my mom and my best friend, I was going through a lot. But I took that depression, that anger, and even that fear, because I didn't even know what was going to happen at work, and I used that as motivation to actually fuel me to do even more. I will tell you that when you do that, though, it kind of makes you a meaner person, or me anyway. So how I had to balance it out is I had to do MMA during lunchtime 3 times a week. And that outlet basically leveled me off a bit, because when you suppress that aggression, sometimes I would take it home and I would lash out at the kids, because I'm so wound up at work, but I'm smiling at everyone. By the time I got home, I was ready to explode and implode on my loved ones. But thankfully, I had that opportunity to go to my local gym, my jiu-jitsu gym, and just spar and get that training. So not only was I letting out off that physical aggression and that, combative contact interaction, I was learning how to do self-defense and jiu-jitsu, like most martial arts, like in boxing and all that, it's like 90% mental, 10% physical, believe it or not. So every time I went, I actually took my mind off of the things that was really bothering me and depressing me. And then that, and still using that fuel, focused me to even achieve more. For instance, during that time, I knocked out like the stuff I had to do for my military career, my military education. I got my project management cert. I got heavier into investing. It made me focus more, which is crazy because it should have had me in even a darker space. So that's what I would recommend to all of you guys. Everyone goes through stuff. Everyone feels pain. Everyone experiences fear. But don't let that define you. And definitely don't let that put you in a deeper hole where, things get worse. Use that pain and fear to actually accomplish bigger goals. Because if not, it would have been worth nothing. It would be for nothing. And we could always get better. More importantly, the reason why I did it is so when my kids experience adversity, I'm not a hypocrite telling them, push through it and giving them examples of outlets. I can say, hey, I know how you felt because this is what happened to me and this is how I got through it, So I hope you get something out of this. Let us know what you want us to talk about. We appreciate all the love and the support. And we're here for you. So love y'all. DG Reese out.